That's right. We've been talking a lot about black and brown over the course of this election campaign. We're going to talk about a few other colors: red Liberals, blue Conservatives, orange NDP, green Greens. How might the colors of the political parties affect how we perceive them? Well, Dan Riskin joins us for an election-themed edition of This Week in Science. Dan, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so our brains respond differently to different colors. As I was saying during the break, I read something years ago about how red evokes hunger, and that's why so many fast food chains have red or orange or yellow in their logos. But we're going to take a look at how the different parties in Canada have been using their colors to maybe get our brains, voters' brains, to respond differently. Let's start with the color red. Right. How could it be affecting voters as they think Liberal?
Right. I mean, I always think it's so interesting that red and blue have a meaning in Canada that is the exact opposite of their meaning in the United States. And I think that really proves the central point that there aren't these inherent feelings attached to color that everyone is going to agree on right away. It's all about branding.
Sure.
And so it's about taking that color, and the political parties have to apply it the way they want to.
Interesting. That's
and
a good point.
so if you take blue, for example, for the Conservatives, you know, they're talking about staying cool. They're talking about being very successful. They're talking about monetary stuff. So, you know, really trying to attach a brand onto the blue. And there's a neat study on the color blue. Apparently in Russian, there's a different word for light blue and for dark blue.
Oh, really?
And so, as a result, Russians can actually perceive those two colors more distinctly than people who don't speak Russian.
Interesting.
And this, again, speaks to the fact that it's all very much, you know, it's very much what we learn and what we ascribe to it. So, for the political parties using blue, they want to they want to tell us what blue means rather than having something inside us come out.
Okay, so in Canada, blue means that control, that cool, calm, and collected.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then on the Liberal side, because you would think instinctively, if that's what blue means, then red would mean fiery and emotional.
Right, which could be out of control. And that's
Yes.
the other thing with a lot of these colors is there is inherently, you know, a danger that you might be aggressive or dangerous. But here, you know, they want the red, they want the urgent, they want that evocative, they want the passion, they want those messages to come across.
Okay, the NDP, trademark orange.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that one mean?
Dutch soccer, obviously. It's all about Dutch soccer for the NDP. No, for the orange, orange is an interesting color because there wasn't even a word for it in English until the 1500s. It's an interesting one, but they're ascribing, you know, this physical comfort, the warmth, security, passion, but of course there is the danger that people are going to have other feelings about it. You know, things like frustration, frivolity, immaturity, things like that.
Also, what was the old line? You can pick your friends, you can pick your dinner, but you can't find a word to rhyme with orange.
Yes.
Yes.
I had not heard that, but every part of that is true.
Every part of that is true. All right. Finally, the greens. We got the greens in here.
The green is the one where you can kind of say,
even if they wanted to change their color, they can't.
They kind of nailed it with that one. The branding was on point. You know, and for, you know, trees are green, and so the green has been, it's everywhere now in terms of this long-term thinking, you know, harmony with nature, and responsible thinking and forward thinking. And so the Greens are really pushing that. And I think they, of all the parties, have the one that works the best.
Well, I also think, though, that it is a double-edged sword, because the problem is, as they try to tell people that they are more than just a one-ticket party, a one-issue party, rather, they're stuck with this color that evokes the environment constantly.
You're totally right. And a lot of people are getting tired of hearing about the environment, right? I mean, it's a depressing message about climate change, and a lot of people, and so there's a lot of baggage that comes with it. And so even though that's what they're carrying, there is a danger there.
All right, well, this is an important chat to have, but it does speak to a broader conversation that we're having over the course of this election campaign, so we appreciate your insights on it.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.